Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we are going to be talking about Collin Sexton, nicknamed Young Bull, and a possible scenario where he could end up on the Detroit Pistons. Now, before we get into all of that, quick little update. I will be having a new intro coming to the channel soon. I know some of you guys don't like this current one, and some of you guys do like the current intro that I have, but a new one is coming soon. Expect that in future videos. And then also, everything is in the description box down below. If you want to donate to me, if you want to email me, if you want to hit me up on Instagram, everything is in the description box down below. Please make sure you guys like this video. Today's like goal is 200 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I drop consistent Pistons content. Now play the intro.
Subscribe to Joe Polo 10.
Joe Dumars is the MVP.
Detroit basketball.
Okay, so let's get right into this. Put the image on the screen right now, and this basically says that we could be possible suitors for Collin Sexton. And then also, here's another image. This is a quick little piece from an article which reads, multiple sources identified the Detroit Pistons as a potential Sexton suitor. And when it comes to my personal opinion on this, I am open to the idea of Collin Sexton coming to the Pistons. And one of the main reasons why is because this Pistons team needs scoring badly. Troy Weaver and Dwayne Casey both said it during their exit interviews. Killian Hayes, who was our starting point guard during the season, averaged 6 points per game. Corey Joseph, who ended up becoming the starting point guard after we benched Killian Hayes, averaged 8 points per game. Our starting center, Isaiah Stewart, 8 points per game. Kelly Olynyk, the dude who we paid all this money to come in and score the basketball, only averaged 9 points per game. So this Pistons team badly needs scoring in all areas, but particularly at the guard position with Killian Hayes and Corey Joseph not really providing much scoring. Adding another scoring guard could really help out this Pistons team offensively. And when it comes to Collin Sexton in particular, he is 23 years old right now. He's 6'1", 190 pounds. He's a former 8th overall pick. He was drafted in 2018. And in this season, he was out for most of the year, only played in 11 games. But if we go back and look at his previous history in the NBA, he's a guy who's averaged 20 points per game for his entire career, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for the entirety of his short basketball career so far. Now, I will quickly mention this. He is a RFA, and I did see a report that said the Cleveland Cavaliers and Sexton have mutual interest in having Sexton return to the Cavs. So that may be a factor in this as well. There is a chance that we may not even have a shot at him, but this is the NBA. You never know what could happen. If you would have told me years ago that Lonzo Ball would have ended up becoming a Chicago Bull and left the Pelicans after the whole Anthony Davis trade, I would have said you were out of your mind. But look what happened. Lonzo Ball is a Bull right now. So you never really know what could happen with these RFAs in the NBA. Yes, it is highly likely that they return to their teams, but you never know. Anything is possible. And then especially with, the rise of Darius Garland this year, it won't hurt as much for the Cleveland Cavaliers to lose someone like Sexton when you already have a guard like Garland. Now, there are a few things that I don't like about Collin Sexton. One of the main things is, his height. He's a 6'1" point guard. And with the way that this Pistons team is, currently constructing ourselves, you have Cade Cunningham, who's 6'7", 6'8". You have Killian Hayes, who's about 6'5". So I like that we have, 2 taller guards right there, and bringing in someone like Collin doesn't necessarily add up with those 2 other guys. Another thing that I don't like about him is his shot selection. There are a few times where he can get extremely trigger happy, shooting shots beyond the arc that he shouldn't be shooting. And, I get really frustrated sometimes when I watch modern NBA games, and the amount of times where guys will literally just give up a wide open mid-range shot or give up an open chance to drive to the lane to shoot a 3-pointer. It's very frustrating to watch that in today's NBA. And, Collin, sometimes he could definitely be one of those guys who can fall into that a little bit, where he'll pass up a mid-range shot or pass up driving to the lane just to shoot a 3. So that's another point that I wanted to mention. I don't really like his shot selection. And then the last thing that I would say is that there are other possible options that we could go after as well. You guys already know how I feel about Jalen Brunson. I've made multiple videos on him in the past. We have Jaden Ivey, who is a guy who will be available in this draft. Now, there are new reports to say that the Pistons aren't really too high on him right now, but it is still a possibility that we could go out there and pick up someone like Ivey. So I wanted to mention that as well. And then one more thing before I get up out of here. What is the price for someone like Collin Sexton? You know, if it's $17 million, $18 million per year, I think that's cool. But anything around $20 million and above, that's a bit of a stretch in my personal opinion. But luckily for the Pistons, I did see an article out there that said that Collin Sexton is expecting around $14 million per year. I don't know if that's too accurate, but if it is, that would be good for the Pistons if we were to inquire about Sexton. But I just want to keep it in that range, anything 20 million and below. But that's basically everything. Pistons fans, let me know your thoughts about Collin Sexton and a possible scenario where he comes to the Pistons in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 5K, and I'm out.